So, shit got crazy. Neely and I fell asleep. I have really intense eyebrows right now, don't look at them. We fell asleep in here and we woke up to a bunch of people texting us, making sure we were okay, because there was an active shooter rumor happening at Connecticon. There are multiple rumors, but some say it was in the parking lot, some say it was on the bridge with the fireworks, but basically there was like an altercation, and due to the crowd and like the resulting panic, people assumed that it was like an active shooter, and so that rumor got spread and shit got crazy. Everyone that I know has pretty much checked in and seems to be doing okay, but like obviously that shit's scary, and there was a lot of police here, and that wasn't the only incident. There was a fist fight that broke out in the artist alley, which got like 5 people to lose their badges, and like I know that at least one person went to file an official police report about it, and I believe there was another fist fight on the bridge, which I think caused this whole active shooter thing, because the fireworks noise and the fighting is what caused the main rumor. So yeah, shit's crazy. We don't know if we're gonna end up even leaving the room, because even though things have technically been cleared, in which Connecticon like tweeted out like a half-assed like, things are okay.
Everything's fine.
Everything is fine. Some of the restaurants had like locked doors and stuff because of it, and we were gonna bring stuff down to our car, but if
that's not happening.
Yeah, if there's an active shooter rumor in the fucking parking lot, we're not gonna go down to the parking lot. So I don't know what the plan is for tonight. So we're just gonna chill, and I don't know, I still haven't eaten dinner. I have spirit gum on my ears from taco, and that's where I'm at. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that we're all okay. I know obviously the con will be over when you see this, but I've tweeted out and stuff. I'll talk to you hopefully in better spirits. Bye.
So I walked up to the Army Navy booth in the dealer's room and I said, "I'm Soldier 76, I've come to bargain. I will do 1 pull-up and I will be everyone's father." And he was like, and I jumped and did a pull-up. And he's like, "Well, I mean, you jumped, that was really easy." So I did another pull-up and I was like, "It's done," and then I left before he could refute it. So, I mean, like, I'm everyone's dad now. You're welcome.
But when we went to do the pull-ups later, they recognized you because they were like, "Oh, he's back." They did.
I didn't even hear that. That's amazing.
Also, we're in this like secretive room outside of a bar, and like we're the last people to actually order food, and basically we look like a really weird secret mob meeting of weebs.
I mean, isn't that what we're here for?
Well, you do have the fur jacket. No, she's got to be the mob wife.
No, excuse me.
The mob waifu.
The waifu, who's also the head of the whole
family?
operation.
You're the head of the family?
Yeah.
The waifu for life.
The wife of the womb to the tomb.
Or we're like the new Avengers.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, what is everybody's power? Mine is that I'm vaguely sticky. Someone told me this earlier because I ate waffles with syrup.
You told me this.
Yeah. Well, no, I was the one that gave that description. I ate waffles with syrup, and some syrup got on my leg, and I didn't notice. So
You said vague sticky.
Yeah, but you were the one who said it was your superpower.
You're the one that thought it was your
I said it was my superpower.
Okay, stop. You're being canceled. I hate this entire table.
Didn't know you was my
Deku!
Really, it's not like he didn't know you was
Deku.
in the elevator.
Deku.
Because All Might taught you nothing!
Listen, to be fair, All Might didn't offer a plate when he made him eat his hair. He wasn't like, here's this gourmet
Okay, but that was
serving.
hair,
Can you
not a
imagine
fucking
like,
roll.
like Deku just like with his hair?
I did
just,
not
like,
know I had a plate.
Yes.
like taking very gentle bites of it. Do you think it's like a specific amount of hair? Like if someone has really short hair, you gotta like sprinkle a couple in their mouth.
Oh God. Like Parmesan cheese.
Listen.
If it's just like one strand, then All Might's mentor had really long.
Oh my God, it was
You gotta
Wait.
just, like think about like when you get a hair stuck in your mouth, like that's what Deku went through.
I know, right? That's
Wait,
like what I think
wait.
of every time, and I'm all like,
So, do you think All Might was like nice and was like, okay, I have like shorter hair in the back, we'll make this easier? Or do you think he was like, okay, one of the antenna hairs?
I think he went for the antenna.
like, and the grossest,
Like, extra like crunchy.
No. Did he wash his hair before he did this?
Oh, they were like working out before, weren't they?
Yeah, that's so
So either tasted like soap or sweat, which is better.
No, that one morning that All Might walked up and Deku was standing on top of a pile of trash and just...
Oh yeah, and he was like,
sunrise.
If you do an anime scream in the woods but no one's around to hear it, does it count?
Will the waifus come?
Does your power still work if no one's around to hear it?
Are the trees my
Maybe the
waifu?
sap is maybe the trees are sappy. But that's what it is.
Are they vaguely sticky?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Are you
Maybe
a
I'm
tree?
pine tree? Maybe that's my quirk.
Can you imagine, like, in the hero class, like, 2A? Like, what's your quirk? I turn into a pine tree.
No.
It's really inconvenient because I can stop traffic.
do not.
I was gonna make a seed joke. I decided not to.
YouTube is canceled.
I think it was.
This is too fancy for us.
This is gorgeous.
This is too fancy.
Look at this.
Yeah, I don't know about you. I'm trash.
No, you're my child and you're perfect.
There's a
All
Oh.
are perfect, except that one that I need to talk to about their dating choices.
Focus camera. Okay. What the fuck? I hate it.
They're both right hands. They're really creepy.
I know they are.
You gotta put it on your finger.
I know you weren't there for it.
Look, right here.
This feels so gross.
It's probably my finger sweat.
Ah!
It gets moist in here.
Look, be shamed by the internet. Stop! Ooh. Hi, Dad.
All right, child.
Hot damn. And then you're here.
I don't know this dance. I don't know it.
Big mood. I don't dance well. Can you dance this dance?
It's okay. I don't know it either.
Me and my dancing is.
Good shit.
That's like the epitome of my dancing is Caminari.
Oh, you guys are coming at me.
As you get mowed down by a dancing mob.
Death by dancing mob.
Oh, I wish I had
There's so many of them. Late night con shenanigans. What, did I just say shenanigans wrong? Shenanigans. 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 Hey, it's Sunday. I went to the Boku no Hero issue.
It's my birthday.
The birthday boy.
Not my birthday.
And no, it's Deku's birthday. It's Izuku's birthday. Stop saying it and you keep fucking gasping. But I thought it would be important to note that I am brighter orange than the staff shirts.
Because she's more important to find.
Because I love blinding people. Okay, so when we were bringing stuff back last night at like 3 in the morning, we were coming back from the car, and in the middle of the fucking parking garage, in the middle of the main driveway, I just dabbed and stayed there and was like, Cass, pay attention to me. Look at me dab. Last night, when I was just in the middle of the road and I dabbed and I was waiting for your attention and I was just like, Cass, fucking look at me and look at my dab, and then you turned and just dabbed back. And then I was like, wow, I really hate myself.
That's the only dad you'll ever get.
Yeah. I'm tired. I like your lady flame.
I like the lady flame.
Why is everyone ignoring me when I'm neon orange?
You'd think it would be the exact opposite.
I know. It's because no one likes me.
No, it did not. It was very, very softly.
My packs.
Stop, you're so cute. I'm like,
I didn't realize that you were filming.
I'm like actually offended. Thumbnail. Kiwi gave me this super amazing print, which I'm really happy about. I bought a cat hat and I bought a cat hat and then I went to the seller today and showed them a picture of the cat hat, so they gave me a free Ramune, which is great. And now we're looking around the dealer's room and I don't know what's happening anymore.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hi, Haru.
Have you seen the pool?
No, but I'm seeing a lot right now.
Listen, Makoto scheduled some shit around. He did like 4 o'clock maid cafe, but I got swimming practice at 5, so you know. Listen, Linda, there's some shit. Done with your shit?
I feel like I need to be cheerleader.
You're Urunga, you have boundless energy. You are Infinity Girl.
I'm tired just looking at you.
I know, right?
I don't know how I'm alive anymore.
Good mood.
Stayed up until like 2 or 3 a.m. for 3 days in a row.
Big mood. So cute though. Hi.
We vlogging.
Yeah.
We love vlogging.
You're saying initially the plan was to
Oh, okay. I love the excitement over there. Here's the button. Oh, this is nice. Hello. Hello. I've stolen the vlog.
Deku, no!
We're in public.
Fox, I'm sorry.
I'm not. This is what you get for giving me your camera.
These things happen.
You're welcome.
Hello. Wow, it's bright.
Wow.
Hello. I'm at Crouch where we did pictures.
Yeah, it was really fun.
It was so much
It was
fun.
super fun. This is Kiwi and this is Toto Doki Doki. That's their legal name. Doesn't matter who they're cosplaying, it's Toto Doki Doki. Not this one, this is Kiwi. This is Toto Doki Doki. That's it. That's all you need to know. Conversation over. Why? What does it mean? What does it mean? You kids and your teas.
Back in my day, we didn't do T poses, we did
Caramel dances.
caramel dances.
And then I have an uraraka. Why are we still here? But also it's like late enough that we should probably... Wait! This group is really cool. The lighting is terrible, but they're so sparkly.
I love your shoes!
Yes! No, it's fine. You're included. You're just sparkly in general. You're included. I'm included? Yes, because you're also sparkly and beautiful. Yeah, no, I was filming. Unless you don't want it on the internet. Okay.
We didn't realize. Like you're being so no, like wait, what? What? Calm down.
Wow, that's a look. I took off
CTcon notebooks.
I know, I took off my wig because I gave up. Neely let me borrow her hat. This con is weird. There's a stain on the floor and a group of boys came over to smell it. Oh, it's vomit. They just came over to tell us that it's vomit.
Behind you and we missed it, I guess.
Cool. So not only did someone vomit on the floor near us, but all the boys came and stuck their nose in it to figure out what the smell was.
But that's a boy thing, so.
They're supposed to be combining it.
What boys do you hang out with? I have a lot to talk about this con, and it's not going to be very cheerful because we've learned a lot afterwards, and I don't want to censor it, but
So the second year anniversary, I got tickets that came down from
Ty and I are just exchanging exasperated faces. As like a con? This has been a pretty fucked up con. Like, this has been a very scary con, and it's been a little wild and not really in the best ways, and I will get into that later, but we're probably gonna go soon. Yeah. Which I'm actually excited about.
I don't want to be near the vomit.
Yeah, same. That's why I think we should actually like leave.
There's vomit on the floor. And we're gone.
Oh, that's what I was just telling you. A group of boys came over to stick their faces in the stain to smell what it was, and then someone came over and was like, by the way, someone vomited here, so like, be careful sitting here to us, so. Now we're like, now it's time to go home, because we don't want to sit near vomit. Ow! I was gonna let you piece it out with me.
Okay.
Everyone get your asses in here. Hey guys, it's Fox. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. This is not gonna be your typical AfterCon review. You will see why. I also am sick. I don't want to be talking about this for reasons you will see why. And basically I just kind of have to get this vlog up, and I feel like it's important to talk about. I just don't want to, so that's where we are. So yes, I'm hesitant to talk about this. I look like crud. It's fine. Just roll with it, because that's what you're gonna get for it right now. I put it in basically all the descriptions, and I talked about it in this vlog, I believe, about how Connecticon was kind of messed up and how I was very unhappy about it. And so to start off with the pros of the con, I'll just tell you it was a pretty fun con. It was just a lot of good people there, and we had fun like running around and going out to eat and hanging out. So you already heard us whine about how they handled parking and how the con closes like really early, and basically like they don't have a dance there anymore, but they have people playing music outside which you can dance to, which I found out that they're hired by the con, which I found to be interesting, because I just thought there were people that did that on their own time, but guess not. So what I really want to talk about is the active shooter rumor that happened at Connecticon this year, and why I'm still upset about it, because I am. It's been a couple weeks. I'm still really upset by the whole situation, and I'm gonna tell you why. Neely and I fell asleep in the room, and when we woke up, we were bombarded with a bunch of text messages asking us where we were and if we were okay. We said yes, obviously. We were told that there was people saying there was an active shooter at the con, which is scary. Whether it's a rumor or real, it's scary, right? Because people panic. So I immediately started searching online, texting people, trying to get information. I couldn't really find anything other than people saying it's a rumor. Someone set off firecrackers in the parking lot while the fireworks were going off, and people panicked. Definitely plausible, scary, but plausible. So we were like, oh shit, okay, someone's being stupid. So then I hear from someone else that it comes from like a fist fight happening. Now, earlier in the day, my friend was telling me about a fist fight that happened in the artist alley that like 5 people got involved with, 5 people lost their badges, and one of the people who my friend knew because they were rooming together was going down to the police station to file an assault charge, like an assault report or whatever. And so like I was very much aware of this situation, that a fight had broken out that escalated to the point that someone was going to the police about it. And I also learned that their badges were taken away but they were able to go buy another badge if they wanted it. Like, they weren't like banned, because there's nothing, I guess there's no way for the con to prove that they're not coming back in. And the person that was assaulted also lost their badge, and I believe they just ended up like buying a new badge and going back to the con because nothing was stopping them from doing so. Which I don't believe the person who was hurt should have gotten their badge taken away anyway unless they escalated it. But even that being said, if you're going to take away someone's badge because you think they are an issue or a safety risk to the con, don't make it so that they could just buy another badge and walk back in. Like, I feel like you need to be consistent there. So basically, some people were telling us that it was a fight on the bridge. Now, how Connecticon is set up, there's the con center, there's like an outdoor area, and then there's a bridge that connects to this like grassy area with a couple restaurants, and they usually do like the food truck festival there or whatever. Now on this bridge, the barricade goes all the way to the end of the bridge, and that's where the Connecticon sign starts, and you can't enter without a badge. So technically, that bridge is part of Connecticon. We had heard the rumors it was firecrackers. It was a fist fight that happened on that bridge. We ended up talking to some staff who had no idea what we were talking about, and then some staff who were just like, oh, it's false alarm. Connecticon posted a tweet that was basically the equivalent of, nothing happened, everything is fine, the con is safe, it's great. So we were like, okay. Now at this point, we had found out that some restaurants had locked down, and that's what we knew, is that people had and there were police everywhere. So us, having not eaten and having gotten the everything, like nothing happened from Connecticon, we went out that night just to get dinner and eventually go to the little dance party thing that was on con grounds. While we were there, we were talking to some people who had said that there was a stampede of people running from the fireworks and the bridge in a full-blown panic because someone had yelled that there was a gun. And apparently to the point where like hordes of people ran into the Marriott, the attached con, to like hide, and security was like letting people in and showing them places to like hide, which is horrifying, because if you don't know what's happening and there's a stampede of people yelling that there's a gun, you're gonna panic. We do our thing, we go to bed. Now keep in mind, we also brought our luggage down to the car because Connecticon had said, you know, nothing happened in the parking garage, everything's fine. So we were like, okay, we know it's really late at night, but we want to move our luggage now, and we've been assured by the con that like no incident has actually happened. It was all just a rumor. The next day, I end up talking to someone. It turns out there was an active shooter right next to the con. Now let that process for a second. There was a gun that was fired right next to Connecticon, apparently right off that bridge. So not technically on Connecticon grounds, but like within a couple feet of it. I ended up finding the news report, and if I can find it again, because it's been a couple weeks, I will put it in the down below. But basically, there was a fist fight. Someone did pull a gun, someone did fire shots, and then threw the gun like off a ledge and took off. So shots were fired in the vicinity of Connecticon. The guy was caught, the gun was retrieved, the police worked really fast, and it was all good. So when we were out later that night, technically there still was no danger. That's fine, but I'm really, really, really upset that Connecticon never made an official statement saying, hey, yeah, the police were here, there was someone with a gun, but they've been caught, the gun has been retrieved, like everything is fine, versus just nothing happened. And I'm still incredibly, incredibly mad about this, because not only had people actually panic because they were involved in the stampede and had no idea what was going on, we didn't get any answers until everything was way past, so we couldn't act or react how we should have been. And basically on Sunday, I got hit with like a delayed wave of like feelings and like kind of panic of, hey, I was within a couple 100 feet of a guy who had a gun and actively shot, like I think he shot into the air, and I wasn't aware of it. I would rather know everything and be able to make the conscious decision like, hey, a shot was actually fired, a gun was on like the grounds, maybe let's order takeout and eat inside the hotel and not go out tonight, versus nothing actually happened. If we go out, it's totally safe, because Connecticon has assured us that nothing has happened. And so I'm incredibly, incredibly mad about this still, if you couldn't tell by my rising voice, because again, I believe we deserve the right to know what happened, especially when it comes with people stampeding into the attached hotel. I know people who panicked and didn't come back to the con for the last day because that shit's scary. And I don't know if it was like Connecticon being like, oh, well, technically they weren't on Connecticon grounds, or if they were legitimately like had no idea what had happened, in which case, one, they should have followed up, and two, they should have posted something on like Sunday that was like, hey, this actually happened. We're sorry we didn't provide the information as it happened, you know? Or if they were trying to save their own ass. Like, I don't know if they just didn't know, or if they were trying to be like, it didn't happen on Connecticon's grounds, so we're not liable for this. So I'm furious because I'm the type of person that I would like to at least know the information before I make a decision. I feel really let down by Connecticon staff this year. I feel like they did a big disservice to us. I feel like they could have technically put us in danger. And maybe I'm overreacting, but like, Connecticon is one of my first cons. It's technically my home con, and it's always meant a lot to me, and I've always felt very safe there, and now I don't anymore. And that's, I think, what's bugging me is Connecticon doesn't really have like bag checks or like security other than you need a badge to get in. And so there's always been that like, you know, whatever to it. But the fact that this actively happened and it was reported on the news and like it's a real thing and they didn't tell anyone really makes me reevaluate if I'll be attending this con again. You should be letting people know what exactly happened, especially if it's in walking distance of your event. Especially because you can say, hey, this happened within walking distance. We made sure to follow up with the police. Everything's fine. It was not on Connecticut grounds. The con is still safe, etc. Versus just nothing happened. You don't have to know anything, blah, blah, blah. And the fact that their staff wasn't informed of what had happened either. So when you would actually talk to them, they all had different ideas and would either be making stuff up or have no answers and whatever. I just felt really unsafe. That's it. That's what I wanted to talk about. That's my after-con review. I'll put the article in the description if I could find it. I hope you enjoyed this vlog, even though now, as I watch them, they're kind of tainted a little bit with this gross feeling of like, we could have been in danger and had no idea. I also want to say that maybe Connecticut wasn't getting updates quick enough to like update us on the situation, but I still think they should have put something other than nothing happened. You know? Like, even just we're looking into it, we recommend not hanging around this area. Beyond that, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm overreacting, maybe I'm not, but those are my feelings about the situation, and that's where I'm gonna stop this rant. So anyway, guys, I'm Fox. I love you all very, very, very much. I am holding this camera so I can't finger gun it out. I'm not gonna do the whole thanks for subscribing, commenting, whatever. Subscribe if you want, comment if you want. This is a weird vlog. But yeah, I'll see you all very soon. Bye, guys.